Today, while I was painting, I found myself pondering Arizona Republicans and Cindy McCain. Now, believe me, I have no desire to spend any time at all thinking deeply about Arizona Republicans, or Cindy McCain for that matter. But nevertheless, headlines dictated otherwise. Now, you could burn a lot of mental cycles trying to come up with the pettiest party antics from any state in the country. And that would be a really nasty race to the bottom, but the Arizona Republicans really seem to have taken the cake here. In one of the most bizarre, pointless, pettiest, and just downright childish moves that I've seen a state party take in maybe my lifetime, the Arizona Republicans have censured Cindy McCain. Why have they censured her? Well, because she committed the unspeakable crime of endorsing Joe Biden for president. Now, if you're not familiar with Cindy McCain, she is the widow of a former senator. The senator who was a POW. By most generic accounts, he was a war hero. He flew F-4s in Vietnam. After his time there, he spent decades in the American Senate. Now, whether you care for John McCain or not, whether you care for his politics, the simple fact is that he's the type of individual that most American conservatives would find exemplary. And yet, Trump spent the better part of his 4 years trying at every turn to trash the man while he lived and to trash his memory after he died. So, shock of all shocks, Cindy McCain doesn't care much for Donald Trump. If some bloated, inarticulate man-child spent an inordinate amount of time during his reign of terror trying to trash the good name of your dead spouse, what do you think your opinion would be of that man? So, for that matter, what does any Arizona Republican think that Cindy McCain should think about Donald Trump? Do Arizona Republicans think that she should have endorsed Donald Trump? Do they think that she should ignore the fact that Trump has trashed her husband while he lived and after he's been dead? Apparently, in the mind of Arizona Republicans, the only proper response after someone has tried at every turn to debase the reputation of your dead spouse is to endorse the man who's been constantly attacking him. Apparently, Arizona Republicans believe that fealty to Trump is second to none. That no matter what the sweaty man-child does, no matter who he attacks, no matter what insult he flings your way, I guess they believe that you are still honor-bound to swear an oath toward him and to try to bring everyone else along with you. So they censured her. If you're not entirely familiar with what state party censures mean, it doesn't mean anything. This is why aside from it being so childish, it is just petty. Because a censure is nothing more than a verbal admonition. It's them saying, hey, we don't like you, Cindy. We're going to let everyone else know that we don't like you. And that is what the Republicans, or at least the Arizona Republicans, find it important to spend their time doing right now. Lord knows they don't need to worry about how to govern because they screwed that one up. So now with all the seats that they didn't win and the presidency that they couldn't secure, they have nothing to do but to sit around and give a verbal slap on the wrist to widows of veterans, to widows of bona fide war heroes. And they want to give them the slap on the wrist because that widow didn't blindly fall in line behind the little God King. Kudos to you, Arizona Republicans. Just when I think that you can't fall to any new depths, oh, you surprise me still. You keep on keeping on. you.